Oh, hello, Michael.
Hey, it feels good to be back on Thursday
It,
night.
it feels good to be back. It is Thursday night, 9 p.m. It is everybody's favorite show, the Mike and Mish show. I just got off the golf course. Mike just got off. What the hell did you just get off?
Just eating and playing with the kids. Very, very crazy night here. Just kidding. It was not. But
Not
at least, unlike last week, I'm not at 8.5 level exhaustion. I'm back to normal again because I thought I was going to pass out last week on the show.
Yeah, me too. I mean, we went straight from Birmingham into work, and then I went into golf and drinking 6 beers. So here we are. So, anyways, here we are. It's Thursday night. We have the heavyweight champion, the BKFC, the Police Gazette heavyweight champion, coming on in a minute. And then we also have the up and coming new guy on the scene, Zach Calmus, straight out of Gloucester, Massachusetts, right after Joey Beltran. What do you say we go ahead and bring Joey right in?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man. Here we go. The world heavyweight champion, Joey, the Mexicutioner, Beltran. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. Doing great.
Pretty goddamn good. And without even planning it, me and Mike dressed like twins today. Look at us.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing, you know?
It's cute, right? It's very cute.
So how's it going, man? How you doing? How is things down in Miami?
Things in Miami are great. The weather's great. People are nice. Training is going well. Been kind of I'm not gonna lie and say that it's easy to deal with this little bit of a mental anguish with having the fight pushed back or It's funny because motherfucking people will be calling me from California and ask me, "Oh, what's up, man? We want to get tickets to the fight. What's up?" Motherfucker, I'm the one fighting. You think I'm not? You think I'm not? I'm not pissed. Like, shush.
Yeah. But, how does that play on you? You know, like they keep moving. This date's moved. I think we talked to Nate Shook about 2 months ago, and he's like, "Hey, end of April." And I mean, that's moved like a few times now.
It's just a matter of just trying to, or not trying, but just controlling what I can control, and that's just continuing to work hard, continuing to press forward. Me, fortunately, like I have like already like my protocols in place as far as like what I have to start doing like mentally prepare for the actual fight and physically, like as far as like the sprint work and stuff like that. So as long as I know that when the fight's gonna be, like, a good 3 weeks before, then I can hit them. I can hit all my numbers and hit all my checking off the boxes, if you will. So I'll be fine. Until then, it's just a matter of just boredom, just got constant grind, But like, hey, man, I've been in training camp since fucking October 20th, so it's all good.
I was just gonna say, what are you in, like a 6-month training camp right now?
Basically, at my age, I've learned that there is no getting out of shape. I mean, you can try to do it, but fuck, man, I'm not trying to do that. So as long as my hands are fine, I fight and I hit to the gym as soon as possible because, like I said, man, I'm not trying to get out of shape.
Well, I could tell you that we could just judge off of what we see on social media and whatnot. You look like you're in phenomenal shape as far as, body style goes. Am I wrong by saying, are you in like some of the best shape you've been in a long time? You look almost lighter, faster.
Here's what it is. And I'm always in great shape. I show up to every fight in shape. It's a matter of whether I can have access to fast food. And that's one thing I got to give a shout out to Miami, man. There's not a lot of fast food around here. Like if I was in California, I'd be fucking eating breakfast burritos, Carl's Jr. at lunch, and then a burrito at night. That's not the case here, man. It's like a real health conscious environment. Like everybody's all about like, looking good, which is all, whatever. No fault for that. No fault to them. But it's like there's no fast food. Which is good for me. I mean McDonald's, but I don't really fuck with McDonald's, So
what's your go-to?
And also the fact that you're literally you live in a sauna. You live in a sauna. You wake up, you step outside, you're sweating. Or at least my big ass is. I start sweating the moment I leave the house, I start sweating. So,
we got a viewer here asking, what's harder to train for, bare knuckle or MMA?
MMA 100%.
I would imagine with all the grappling and.
Absolutely, absolutely. If I've lost a step in my older age, it's on my scramble, my wrestling, getting up with having a big 250-pound person on top of me. So definitely, that's what it is, man. Boxing, bare knuckle is man. It's just it took some while to get used to. So I will say that it took some while to get used to just that constant burn on the shoulders and the elbows and the wrists. Whereas in MMA, like you do boxing one day and the next day you're gonna wrestle. And then the next day you're gonna do kickboxing, and the next day then you do boxing like on the third or fourth day. So it's like always on a rotation. You're in pain, don't get me wrong, you're in constant pain, but it's like you kind of get like a rotation of what you're in pain. Whereas it took an initial like 2 fights for me to get used to that constant burn on my arms and my upper body joints.
Understood. Now, can we talk a little bit about your upcoming bout? You got Sam, the Hillbilly Hammer, Shewmaker. I look at you two and I see, other than looks, you guys have a lot of similarities, man. Size, reach, record, everything. Like it's funny how the only loss on both of your records is Arnold Adams. You both fought Chase Sherman. You beat him. He fought him to a draw. You both are go forward bangers looking for an actual dogfight every single time you go in there. So when you look at Sam Shewmaker, are you approaching him any different than any of the other guys you've gone into the squared circle against, or is it just another day at work?
I mean, honestly, just another day at work for me. I've been sticking to that theory. I worry about making myself the most dangerous version of myself that I've ever been. Just constantly refining my game, just little tweaks here and there. But I'm not gonna lie. There's no denying what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come forward and I'm gonna drown his ass.
Yeah.
And we're gonna line up at the starting line. The ref's gonna say go, and we're gonna fucking sprint, and we're gonna see who can keep up. And I don't think he can keep up. So I think it's gonna be a good night for me.
So you think you can just overwhelm him with your relentless forward attack?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I'm definitely like I say, man, going with so fortunate to be down here in Miami. Just the level of boxing training is just ridiculous. I mean, the sparring partners that I've had here is just phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. So I mean, like I'm able to get a really good gauge of adding, like I said, adding little tweaks to my head movement, to my defense, making sure my defense is on point, making sure I'm constantly, not staying on that center line, either off to the left or off to the right at the end of combinations, and just like I say, man, just refining my game, which is organized chaos. And yeah, man, I really think it's gonna be a good night, whether it be fucking June 26th or fucking 4th of July. Who knows when they're gonna make this fight happen? But once it happens, man, I'm getting that win.
It's gonna be a big night. There's 4 championship fights that night, so it should be huge.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's exciting. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was kind of like, I didn't know if they were gonna make us. I kind of have this negative story that I tell myself in my own head that David Feldman doesn't like me, and but it's kind of serves me to have that chip on. What's that term?
Like a chip on your shoulder?
Chip on my shoulder, I'm always like, fuck, I'm me against the world mentality. It's got me to the point where I won the title and I continue to defend it. So I like it, but
it's that Tupac state of mind.
Exactly, me against the world. So it's like I'm happy that we did get love. We got the main event because I thought for sure they were gonna make like Thiago Alves and fucking Uli the heavyweight, the main event, because it's such a big Miami-based fight. But
But that would have been a straight up slap in your face though, because you guys were already the main event twice already. They had moved this event 2 times. If they would have moved it a third time, if they would have moved it to June and then been like, sorry, Joey, you're the biggest fucking champion we have, but you're not the main event anymore, I would imagine you'd be fucking pissed about that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I kind of, but not really. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's like I don't care if I fight first or third. I just want to fucking fight. I want to get that win. I want to defend the title, get that money, and get out of here. That's about it.
So you're training in Miami. You train at a couple of gyms?
No. So my home base is Boxar Studios in Miami, and then I have to travel for sparring.
Okay.
So
yeah. We actually had a question about that in the audience here. It said, what about sparring? What's the difference between sparring for bare knuckle and sparring for MMA? Is it lighter? Is it different? I mean, I would imagine when you're sparring boxing, you're wearing gloves and same old shit, probably, right?
I don't do any of that silly shit like punch poles or fucking anything like that. Like, if anything, I go on the opposite side and I try to like baby my hands. I wear extra padding. Shout out to Hector Lombard's Champ Wraps, like these extra thick padding on my hands to protect my knuckles, so that when I go to the fight and the first time I crack somebody in the head, like that's the first trauma that my hands are feeling. I don't want to like be doing some conditioning, like hitting a fucking pole and then like bruise my hand like 2 weeks before the fight. So anyways, back to the question, like I just normal boxing sparring. I kind of like have learned little by little that the MMA mentality, like especially at the school that I came from, like at Alliance MMA, like it was like a straight gladiator school. Like we definitely sparred in a way that nowadays people would say is stupid. Nowadays people would say is like detrimental to our health, whatever.
Yeah.
We didn't fucking know any better. We were just trying to kill each other every day and make each other better and get to that next level.
Right. Like the AKA, like the stories out of AKA. Yeah. Those guys are always training way too hard, supposedly.
Yeah.
And like people would come from all over the world and get their ass broken off at our gym. So I'm learning with boxing. A lot of guys will more on the technical side. So it's cool. It's just a little bit of like learning on the job. You don't have to try to kill everybody. And that's about it.
Zion Tomlinson wants to know when you're coming back to Virginia.
I believe I mean, shoot, I would imagine after the fight for sure we're gonna go back. We'll be going back because that's where Britain's from, and so.
Yeah, Joe Ivy's asking, has your girlfriend been helping you in your camp, and how? Has she been helping you out?
Oh,
getting that cardio up.
you know. Well, like it's funny, like. People will be like, "Oh, the champ's getting soft." Like, dude, like, do you think like Britton Hart doesn't fucking train hard? And then on top of that, do you think I'm gonna let like my girlfriend train harder than me? Like, no. Like, so we're constantly pushing each other in the gym. It's pretty badass, pretty awesome. And then like on the technical side of stuff, like I trust her. Like she's got like I don't even know how many professional boxing fights. I can't remember off the top of my head, but a bunch. She's fucking the best female bare knuckle fighter right now out there. So it's like. It's awesome, like having a coach and like a best friend and a lover, like all wrapped in one, you know. So it's all good.
Your mind state is got to be phenomenal when you're having a good time and your life is going well and you have somebody to lean on and stuff like that. I mean, that just helps you. I mean, it's as if people think like. Fighters have husbands and wives and girlfriends and boyfriends. Like just because you're training with yours doesn't mean it's that much different. I mean, you know what I mean? I feel like it could help you a lot.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Like when I've always said, and it's funny. Like I go back to when I first started working because I work with a mental coach, and we first started coming up with like, what's my ideal performance state? Like, what's my ideal performance state? It's not like when I'm pumped up or like angry or listening to heavy metal. Like, no, like when I'm having fun, when I'm happiest, it's like, that's when I'm fight the best. That's when I fight the best. It's because it goes back to like when I was in high school and a teenager, like when we would go to parties, it's like, I'd get in a fight. Like we'd party in one moment, and like a fight would break out. Oh hell yeah! Like the fight was like the party would get elevated to a whole other level. Like so, it's like that's like our trigger phase. Like keep the party going, keep the party going. Like I'm always like repeating that to myself in the training, but right before the fight, like let's go, keep the party going, baby, keep the party going. And that's so right now, man. Like life is so good. Like yeah, it's gonna be a really really good night, June 26th. Or whenever the hell this shit happens.
Now, I wanted to ask you about that. Like it seems like, and like I said before, we only know what we see on social media, which, by the way, we see a ton of you on Britain's social media. Just throwing that out there. You are now a TikTok star, my friend. But
TikToking.
but you're TikToking out here. Yeah, tell
TikTok,
Britain
you
that we
don't
said hello,
stop.
by the way.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I wanted to ask you about you. You seem like you have like a really tight knit inner circle right now with Jason, and I'm gonna fuck his last name up, Ingwaldson. You got him always around. You got Britain always around. You know, you're trading with David Diaz. Would you say that like this is the tightest like inner circle group that you've had in a long time, like compared to the past?
I love like my family at home. It's still my family at home, like Adam Castro and Brandon Glade, like but my OGs that were there at the first Bare Knuckle BKFC 1 with me, you know what I mean? Like, those I'm flying them out to this fight, like I always said, the squad will stay intact, but like overall, man, like life is really, really good. I have so much love like for Jason, for Britton, for David, our whole family, like, like. And I was just telling David today, or last night, because he was going through some stuff, wasn't feeling so hot. I was like, hey, man, it's not just a fucking hashtag or a clever fucking T-shirt. Like, we are a fucking familia. Like, we take care of each other. We fucking support each other inside the gym, outside of the gym. That's it. That's what it's all about, man. So life is good. Life is good.
Hell yeah.
And he just got himself a 5-fight deal from what I said. Which is pretty amazing.
Go from the fucking open tryouts to fight of the night to
a 5-fight deal.
Job security, man. I told him, I was like, take that, man.
That's amazing. Good for him, man. Now let me ask you about your division. Your division's fucking on fire and stacked right now. Did you watch BKFC 17? And what were your thoughts on Frank Tate for one, and then also the Bobo Bin and Zach Calmus war that they put on? What were your thoughts on these two fights?
Start with Bobo. Bobo, I was really, really happy for him that he finally just cut loose. I mean, I know what that's like to physically be prepared and to go out and just kind of like have a mental hiccup, and before you know it, with heavyweights, you're getting cracked and then the fight's over. Like, damn it. And then you're in the back, like, damn it, what the hell? So to see him be able to go and like turn it around and right the ship, that's good for him. Shark Attack Zach, man, that was badass. Dude, we were all yelling, like everybody. Britain was going crazy, yelling Shark Attack at the top of her lungs. Like, it was awesome. It was really, really fun fight to watch. So that. Like David Feldman says, he definitely speaks the truth. Like, if you fight your ass off, he will bring you, win or lose, he will bring you back. And so I'll be excited to see him come back. The main event, was definitely I wouldn't say a surprise, because I remember Frank Tate, because he beat this guy Webster. I can't remember his first name. This other big dude on Toe the Line. And I remember that Webster guy was like an undefeated normal pro boxer, and he was coming over, so I had my eye on him. I was like, oh, this guy might be coming up. And then Frank Tate smoked his ass. So I was like, dude, it's not a walkthrough fight by any means for Josh. And unfortunately, man, at this big a weight, man, you get cracked once or twice, you get knocked silly. It's really hard to recover, especially if they keep punching you.
It was Detralius Webster.
Yeah,
some weird ass
Detralius Webster.
Yeah, he had lost to Dylan Kleckler, and then he went to a draw with Webster.
So, what do you think about who should fight for the title? Do you think because Tate won against Burns that like he steps in, or do you think that the promotion should wait for Kleckler to come back and maybe he faces Tate, and then that winner fights you guys. Whoever wins in your fight.
You also got Mick Terrell. You also got Godbeer out there. It's like they could almost do like a mini tournament to see who fights the winner of you and Shewmaker, right?
You know, I mean, honestly, like.
Oh, Arnold Adams too.
Yeah, Arnold Adams. I heard through the grapevine, Arnold Adams is going to fight Mickey Terrell, which is a phenomenal title eliminator in itself. I think Frank Tate definitely earned himself a title shot by taking out. He like leapfrogged. I mean, that's the name of the game, man. He got an opportunity. He beat him, so he should definitely take his spot. And Dylan Kleckler, unfortunately, he's got to find somebody, one of these other top guys to knock off, and then get back in the title hunt. I mean, that's what I think. As far as who I would like to fight, I mean, I really hope that Arnold Adams wins and then I win and we can finally run that one back, because there's definitely, you know, it's all fun and game. I mean, not fun. It's all respectful when we're in person and fucking, you know, with Arnold, but definitely want to fucking punch him in his face. So.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's crazy how similar you and Shewmaker are as far as records go. You know, both 4-1-1. You both have a draw on your record. The only loss on both of your records is Arnold Adams. Either one of you two, you retain your title. Sam, you know, pulls off the upset. I'm sure that both of you guys are itching to get that one back. You know what I mean? Arnold Adams should be that guy, as long as he takes out Mickey Terrell, and that's no easy task. So
I will say this, man. I mean, I've been a fan of bare knuckle boxing way before I even knew BKFC was going to be a thing. You know, I've been watching bare knuckle boxing on YouTube for years, so I knew who Mickey Terrell is for a long time, and so I definitely do respect that when people make that claim that he has a claim to the lineal title. Like, he most certainly does. You know, he's got to get through Arnold Adams, and I would love that opportunity, because I don't like anybody walking around with being able to say, "Well, I'm the legitimate champion." Like, nah, fuck that. I don't like that shit. You know? I definitely. I mean, if I was gonna say right now, if I was gonna put money on it, I would put money on Mickey Terrell. But I mean, Arnold Adams just has that. He's got a fucking crazy style, and then, like, he might be able to do it. He might be able to do it, especially if he slices him up, like he's shown he's been able to do.
Yeah,
I know firsthand. You know, I think he's got extra ashy knuckles. That's why I think he cuts people up. You should put some lotion on his hands.
He got the sandpaper.
Yeah, exactly.
Like fine grit sandpaper. And like, other than the commonly well-known names in the heavyweight division, did you ever hear anything else about Frank Mir? Remember Frank Mir signed with the BKFC, then he just had the boxing fight for Triller. Is he ever going to fight for BKFC? Would you like?
I don't know. I tell you what, man, after seeing the way he fought his last fight, damn it, I was so mad. I wish I would have got that fight.
He was enormous in that fucking fight too.
So well, you know, but I mean, like, that was his first one back in a while, so I know that I would assume, because of he's been a world champion. You know, he knows what it takes to get to the top, and I don't think he's gonna take that loss lightly. I know it probably hurt his pride, it hurt his ego, and he's gonna get in shape and come back a better version of himself. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't really care. Yeah. All these people like fucking Frank Mir and Shannon Briggs and all these guys that signed with the BKFC,
right?
Like, until like, I mean, in reality, the only big signee that ever fought has been fucking Paige Van Zandt. Like, all these big signees, like, great, we signed. Yeah, well, fucking fight, toe the line. No pun intended. Like, come toe the line.
Yeah.
You know?
And the only other one I wanted to ask you about was Vanderlei. Is Vanderlei going to fight at heavyweight, cruiserweight? What do we know what he's going to be doing? Because
I don't know.
a Vanderlei Silva at 225 pounds against a Joey Beltran would be a fucking scrap. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would be a dream come true, man. That would be a fucking dream come true. Yeah, for sure.
So with that answer, this question, what's Joey's dream fight for himself?
There you go. If Vanderlei Silva signs up and I get an opportunity to fight him in BKFC rules, that's a dream fight for sure.
You guys roll up in AT&T Stadium?
Oh my God, that's badass.
That would be. I think I see this sport, and maybe not within the next year, of course, 2 years, but let's say 2025 comes along. I really feel like this sport can grow pretty fast. It's super exciting. It's raw. We had just had 10. You guys, there's 10 fights on the last card. None of them made it to the end of the fight. Knockouts, doctor stoppages. That was it. I mean, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly, man. I just think it's just a matter of like where our society's at this point. Like, you have one side of it that's so easily offended with everything, and people need safe spaces at school and at work, and oh my God. And then like the other people are just so bloodthirsty, like sick and tired of this shit. Sick and tired of these masks, sick and tired of all these goddamn lockdowns. Like, I want to see somebody bust it up and fight bare knuckle.
I think if you look at the screen, you see 3 bloodthirsty. I'm not into all this crazy shit, but that's just my opinion.
It's funny because I play golf every Thursday. I play in a league every Thursday, and I was actually explaining to a couple guys that I was golfing with today what bare knuckle was, and one guy just could not grasp the concept. I'm like, no, it's boxing without gloves on, and you can grapple and dirty box. And they're like, so can you kick? I'm like, no, you can't kick. It's like boxing with dirty boxing with no gloves on. What, can you take the guy down? No, you can't fucking do that either. It is straight up a fist fight, man. It's a fist fight. And like, he just couldn't understand how the fuck that's a thing. I'm like, well, it is a thing, and it's been legal for a couple of years, and it's amazing. It's the fastest growing sport in the world, and fucking amazing, right? Am I wrong?
I love it. No, I love it. I absolutely love it, man. I love it. So much fun.
Speaking of like grappling and taking people down, kicking and all that, you're in Miami. Have you ever run into Masvidal? And what do you think about this bare knuckle MMA thing?
Ooh. I have not.
Good question.
Masvidal at all, or anything like that. The bare knuckle MMA, man. I mean, shit. Why not? Hey, why not?
It's all about a paycheck, right? I mean,
if they can pay the guys, like, great. By all means, run it. I don't see why not. I think that it goes into the whole. It's almost like everything's come full circle at that point. We're back to the early '90s pit fighting. You know, it's badass in the NHB days. So I'm all for it. I'll watch it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do it because, like I said earlier before, like it just adds a little bit more of a little more danger to an already dangerous situation. You know, like I always tell people, like, oh, bare knuckle's so brutal. Like, yeah, but you can get really fucked up with an elbow or a knee to the face. So now where you got those elbows and those knees, and you're gonna punch somebody with no gloves, like, yeah, it's just adding a little bit more, turning it up a notch. So,
well, I would say
hard pass for me.
Hard pass. All right, so Mr. Joey Beltran, the Mexicutioner heavyweight champion, the BKFC heavyweight champion, the Police Gazette heavyweight champion. He will be defending his titles against Sam Shewmaker in June. The date may have been thrown around a little bit in the last couple of days, but it's really not announced yet, correct?
Correct.
I don't know why it's not announced, but what do you have to say before we let you go? You got any predictions on the fight? Any shout outs to any sponsors? Anybody you want to shout out at all?
Yeah, I want to shout out my team over at Boxstar Studios, La Familia, the Diaz, Los Hermanos Diaz, Britton Hart, Jason, Mateo, Monty, Eddie, the whole lot over there. We're training day in and day out for this fight. And, back home, Adam Castro Boxing, Glade Pro Strength and Conditioning. My sponsors, man, Hans Molenkamp, Monster Energy, Triumph United, Nat Fit San Diego. Athletics Fit Miami. Those meals are awesome, man. Fueling me through all champ camps, so I gotta love that. I really love that. And I can't think of all of them off the top of my head. I should keep a little note card. So my bad. I'll get you on the next one.
So I do have a quick question. Are you gonna be at the Hall of Fame inductions?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have a good picture of you. I'm bringing it up right now. Look at this. We got this at Knucklemania. There you are with your beautiful Hall of Fame ring on.
Beautiful. Look at that. Definitely be out there.
Dressed to the nines.
Looking dapper as hell with the mustache, man.
Yeah, I like it.
I know. We had to grow it back. When I first in Miami, man, having a mustache with the mask, it was just too much. So I shaved my whole face. But now, like, the mask mandates are kind of like, it's really weird. It's kind of like
I heard that today the CDC or whatever the CDC said that as long as you are vaccinated, you no longer have to wear the mask.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
As of today.
I'm not getting that damn vaccine, so you kiss my ass.
Just buy a bootleg one off the internet.
Yeah. I'll forge like we're back in high school. I'll forge
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You fake the note, man. You fake the note. Like you wrote one for your parents to get out of school.
Very easy.
So,
All right.
Be good. I'm ready for this fight whenever it happens. Could happen tomorrow, and I'll be ready. So any more, the longer they extend it, they're just prolonging the inevitable. That's really all they're doing.
All right, awesome, man. Well, we thank you so much for coming on. We can't wait to see you down in Miami. Me and Mike will be there.
Yeah.
We confirmed that with our command today, and we're very excited about that. We'll be down there in Miami and cheering you on. So,
heck yeah, can't wait.
All right, man. Thank you for coming on, Mike. You got anything?
Nope. Thank you for coming on.
Good night.
All right, take it easy. Oh, Mike. That was the first half of the Mike and Mish show.
Oh, yeah.
The heavyweight champion of the world. Before we bring on our second guest, we need to shout our sponsors real quick. We got Holding Hands Massage Therapeutics, registered with the Department of Veteran Affairs. If you are a soldier or a veteran, go ahead to Holding Hands Massage, make an appointment with Jackie. If you are a non-veteran, go ahead to massagetherapeuts.com and schedule an appointment with her. She can find trigger points and alleviate any pain, chronic pain that you ever have. I promise I'm not bullshit, and she's awesome. And go to killfootclothing.com and check out their line of clothing. I mean, me and Mike are wearing the same shirt, like a couple of...
It's a show. It's our show.
A couple of freaks over here. A couple of freaks, Mike.
Couple of freak necks. Couple of rubbing neck chisel chest dudes.
Yeah, go to www.killfootclothing.com. It's all veteran-owned, American-made apparel. Awesome clothes. Really cool stuff. And it's right up our alley. And also, we got a shout-out, Pure Romance by Amy Mish. I know her. She's right there.
She's in front of you, looking at you right now.
She's staring right at me, Mike.
Hi, Amy. Hello.
She's actually filling orders. She is filling orders. Filling orders from www.pureromance.com/Amy Mish. Right.
What kind of things go into those orders? I wonder what she's packing up in front of you right now, what your eyes are seeing. Should we just leave that to the imagination of the audience right now?
So we will leave that to the imagination of the audience. They can go to www.pureromance.com/Amy Mish, check out the catalog, buy all the shit that you need to spice up your life.
Spice it.
And do all that shit. You know what I mean?
Ow.
They got it all. They got it all.
Yeah. And you know who can use it? Heavyweights can use this stuff.
Heavyweights. You know what? Heavyweights could use it. They got some nice moisturizing creams and lotions and stuff for all them ashy heavyweights out there, like our next guest, the man, Shark Attack, straight out of Gloucester, Massachusetts, motherfuckers. It is Zach Calmus. Zach Calmus. What's up, my man? Oh, you don't have any sound. We got to
hold on. No, I got you. There we are.
I gotta order some stuff for my
Yeah. Zach, all you got to do is go to www.pureromance.com/Amy Mish and check out her whole line, man. She can hook you up. Get them elbows, get them knuckles.
My wife to be is already online.
You know, dude, she sells this shit called Chafe Escape. I'm not even lying. You know what I mean? She sells a shit called Chafe Escape. You take the lotion, you take it, you put it all on the inside of your legs, right near your balls, and then you spend your day outside playing golf, fishing, all that shit. Zero chafe.
Wow.
Zero chafe.
This ain't no gold.
Wow.
Level.
This is no bullshit. This is gold mine shit. I'm telling you, this is next level fucking adult man shit right here, Zach.
Consider me in. I'm gonna make an order when we finish up.
So Zach Calmus is in the house. How are you, sir? It was great to meet you down in Birmingham, Alabama. You are one fucking model American. How you doing, sir?
Thank you. I'm great. I appreciate that, sir. You know, I pride myself being American and full spectrum. You know, I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of our country, regardless of what we might go through as a country. We go through it together, and we will get through whatever trials and tribulations. As an American country, we will get through anything we need to get through.
Hell yeah, man!
You're damn straight.
You got a lot of fans in the audience right now. My man Larry Davis says, "Dude looks like a fisherman from Gloucester."
Yeah, I'll go get you one. I know a few guys. I get on the boat if I need to right now. Go get you whatever you want.
All right, so we got to tell the audience right now. We ran into this man down in Birmingham, Alabama, in the lobby of the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
This guy spent 20 minutes educating us on sharks. So the nickname Shark Attack is no bullshit. He knows his shit. But then he goes out there the very next night and puts on a fucking war of all wars. A classic with Bobo O'Bannon. Can you talk a little bit about your debut in the BKFC and what it felt like to get out there on the main stage and put on such a fucking perfect performance?
Oh, it feels a lot better now. I call this the O'Bannon gap. And I love it. It looks really cool. You know, people see the teeth. They're like, oh, shit. That got into some shit. I'm like, yo, bro, watch it on the TV. They're like, oh, it's on pay-per-view? I'm like, yeah. Like, oh, great. Congratulations. But the fight with Bobo, like I said, live or die, it's the best day of my life because I don't break moments down to life and death moments down to just one circumstance or one period of time. I think life is made up of multiple experiences that eventually come together and build the product in front of you. So my fight with Bobo, it was my destiny. I said that when I was trying out why do you belong at BKFC, because it's my destiny, and I believe that. So it was just destiny. I a couple times, and I ended up fighting Bobo. And I know Bobo, like I know that he was a great warrior. I've been watching Bobo for years. So when they said, do you want to fight Bobo O'Bannon? I was starstruck, first off. And second off, I was like, Paulie, he's a serious fighter. Not that the other guys that want me to fight aren't serious, because everybody's serious in the bare knuckle fight. I don't think there's one guy on this roster who's not serious about fighting. You can't just, the other guys are dangerous. Athletes in the world, and most tough boxers that I've met, and I'm like, hey, you want to go to tryouts? You want to try out for bare knuckle? Like, Zach, I love boxing, but I would never do that shit. I would never. And I'm talking about Golden Glove champions, regional champions, New England champions, national champ. I know guys that don't want to do bare knuckle fighting, but they will fight anybody in boxing.
Right.
I'll fight without the gloves on. So that just shows how crazy it is what we're doing, you know.
Yeah. So that night you got fight of the night, which was awesome. We were there to see it, and it was fantastic. I mean, that crowd was losing their minds when you got up. Okay, you got up the first time, everyone's like, "Holy shit, this dude's a warrior." The second time, people were like, "Oh, holy shit, this dude's the Undertaker." I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on. You were possessed by something, and dude, it was awesome. After that, after it was over, David Feldman got out of his seat and had to jump up on the squared circle to freaking tell you guys how awesome and amazing of a job you did. What did he tell you guys?
Basically, what you just said, how amazing, awesome, you know, we did. He was very excited. He was very excited. You know, being the owner of the greatest corporation in the entire world with the best fighters, both body, mind, and heart. I mean, we cover every accolade. We're very friendly guys, most of us, and we're very vicious. So we train very hard, and we're very grateful for the opportunity to be on the main stage. So I think Mr. Feldman circumferences that energy, that spirit. He is just as happy that you're there. You know, just do your job. If you go out there and toe the line, do what you said you were going to do. Don't go out there and, you know, not do what you said you're going to do, because then you're a liar and you wasted Mr. Feldman's time and all the people who came, all those nice people who consoled me after the fight. I'm not going to waste their money. That's one thing. I am never going to waste the fans' money, because if I go to a training camp and I'm gonna make money for the fight. I made incredible money. I made good money. I'm blessed, and that's the most money, you know, I've seen in one day like that. But my point being is that it's not about that. I never cared about that. Mr. Feldman and the BKFC saved, and Mr. Nate Shook and you guys and the whole organization as a whole saved my entire life. I don't think I'd be sitting here on this camera in front of you if I didn't make it, because I was really dealing with some terrible things, and BKFC pulled me out of that, and I really wasn't vocal about that before the fight, because it hurt so much. I just forgot that it happened. I had to put it away. Then I had two or three more opponent switches. I had to just kind of stay focused, but I wanted to just break down and cry, and I really wanted to give up, but I knew that if I gave up, then I could never look myself in the mirror again. And that was more important, because I might as well be dead. So me getting up every time, I was like, I didn't really have a choice. It wasn't, there is a choice when I go down. I have to get up. Either something's broken in me, or my feet are going to work and my head's going to work and I'm going to stand up. And I'll do that 60 times until my face is falling off. But he would have had to kill me to have stopped that fight. He would have had to have
I truly believe that. I truly believe. I got to tell you, dude, it was fucking amazing. And up until that point in the night, I will say, you know, all BKFC events are amazing and they're all great, but up until your fight, the crowd was a little bit docile that night. They were just kind of like going with the flow, and like a fight would get stopped by a doctor stoppage or something happened. And then the O'Bannon Calmus fight happens, and the fucking roof blew off that place. And from that point on, for the rest of the night, it was electric in that arena. And they have you guys to thank, and you deserve that fight of the night bonus by a fucking million. Now,
yeah, money was real good, really.
Now, do you mind if I ask you, like, so you have a boxing pedigree. You were 2017, 18, 19 New England Golden Glove champion. You were the 2017, 18, 19 New England champion. What happened after 2019 to 2021 that changed in your life that got you away from traditional gloved boxing, that led you in the direction of bare knuckle? Because you seemed to have quite a thing going back 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but something changed, right?
All right. So truth be told, the fighter that I am and the skill that I have, I could keep going with boxing and make great money, make a great career, and make plenty of cash and have plenty of fame and be the badass that I always wanted to be, you know. But what changed was, it didn't really change. I never really wanted to box.
Okay.
I started boxing with gloves on. It was to get get out of, you know, it was parents' idea to stop, my idea to stop. Maybe if I learned how to fight in a gym, I would stop getting in trouble in school. You understand? But it's two different things. Like when someone makes fun of you for your hair, or like your blink or your stutter, and those are problems that you can't find a girlfriend for. You can't, you're not popular because of, or maybe whatever. Those are disabilities that I didn't cause. I was born with OCD, ADD, and some stuff like that. But for some kid to make fun of another kid in middle school when you don't even have any idea what's wrong with you yourself, you don't even know why you're blinking all day or why you got to do everything twice. And it's torturous. It's a mental torture, OCD. And I think a lot of people don't talk about it because it's not like being a drug addict, and it's not like being a drunk, or for say it's not an immediate issue in their face. And people with OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, can live a very normal life. Like I live a normal life. I don't get into any trouble. It doesn't cause any stress. In fact, I actually never forget anything. I never forget anything. When I'm packing a bag to go to the gym, I always have everything. Whenever I leave the house, I never leave a light on. I make sure every light's off. I make sure the doors are locked. So I've taken a lot of my disabilities in my life and turned them into a positive. Now I just don't leave anything anywhere. I don't forget anything anywhere. And I've used my OCD to be the most self-sufficient hacker, controller of my own life, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
what I go through on a regular basis with my mental disabilities, being like OCD and ADD, like stuff like that, it's way more mentally torturing than any type of pain that any fighter in the world could put on me. I might spend 3 or 4 hours a night rolling around in my bed because I have to put my head in the same place. You understand?
Yeah.
Of the mind, like I might shut a door, I might have to open it and shut it again. And you shut it 2 times, but your number is 2, so I'm gonna have to do it 4 times. That's the torture. That's way more painful than any type of damage that I've ever experienced. I've been in some pretty crazy fights. I've had my teeth knocked out more than once. I'm lucky to have like only 2 gone because I've had a bunch replaced.
Are you going to get them back? Are you going to get some new ones or what?
Well, Mr. Bobo O'Bannon set together a GoFundMe page, and it got a good. So, the first step would be for me to get like a flipper, if you will. It's like a retainer with like a fake tooth in it, and then in 2 months they should be able to install new teeth.
Yeah, if anybody's interested in, is that still up right now? Because
I'm not sure. It kind of stopped climbing, and my mother donated $100, and I was like 100 out of 4. And I called her. I'm like, "Ma, that's embarrassing." She's like, "Wow, like I love you." I'm like, "We should have gave me the $100."
Well, if anybody's interested in donating, if it's still open, we shared it on our page. After we get off this today, we'll share it again. If it's still up, you can go to Bobo Bannon, Britton O'Bannon. I know everybody's sharing it because everybody loves Zach after that fight, and everybody get to know you from the weigh-in to the hotel to the fights. So, this community is tight, as you have found out.
I think the best thing, I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, you're fine.
I talk too much for my own good.
No.
We all talk.
You do not, Zach. This is what I loved about you so much, because if you guys are watching right now, me and Zach did like a 6 or 8 minute interview the day of his fight, leading into his fight. But we kept it pretty much about the fight and like your getting to the fight. Once the camera went off, Mike went inside, and me and this dude had like a 15-20 minute conversation about all kinds of shit. And I'm telling you, this dude is like the fucking man. He's telling me about re-shingling his house and fucking all this stuff. And I mean, I got to tell you, man, you're an awesome person and a pleasure to be around, and a great conversation. And we're going to share that link again. And what is the goal number to get it fixed?
They put the fund GoFundMe at 2,000. There's 400. I was very unsure about the idea in the beginning, but Bobo was like, "Listen, Zach, you accept the help from the good people," and I did. I let him do that, and I'm grateful that I did. And it's all heart. I'm not like one of these other people from New England, in the sense that I work every single day for a truck. I work for a Hiltz Moving Company, and I work like a dog. And everybody knows that about me. I'm like an NFL player. I'm like 4 dudes in there. They can send me, I'll do it. Like I can move things that 2 guys do by myself. I lift washers up, dryers up, all by myself, and go up 3 flights of stairs with them, and hook them up and all that. I do that. I'll be doing that all the way through Thanksgiving now. So my life, my physical life is brutal, and my training life is just as brutal. Coach pushes me as hard as I've ever been pushed by anybody in my life. So I think just those 2 factors, and then the other factor of the disabilities and everything I've been through, and not having the stage to platform to really show the world who I was. That's the best thing. You mentioned it earlier. I appreciate what you said, because it's the truth. How I was acting out there in Alabama, that's exactly who I am. And I have never had the platform to be loved and accepted, and explain some things to the world about why I am the way I am. So the BKFC really, really did save my life, the whole experience, because I needed this. I needed it in my life. I need it again.
So when I went inside and you guys were talking, I went to go grab, I think it was Josh Dyer, right? And when I brought him outside, we got a good picture of you 2 together. And Kyle had pointed something out that we all thought was pretty funny. And we're like, hey, you guys get together and we'll take a picture. So I'm going to bring that picture up right now. And here you guys are outside the hotel. And Kyle, tell them what you said, because I thought it was really funny.
For everybody watching, tell me that does not look like Frank Dukes and Ray Jackson from Bloodsport.
You were saying that, Frank Dukes.
I'm telling you, man. Okay, USA. I'm telling you, that is the fucking shit, man. It looks like you guys are about to go do the dim mock right now.
Dude, we're going to the Kumite.
That's right. You were going to that night.
You guys went to the Kumite, and you know what, Dyer, you know what, you put on your performance, and then I believe right after you, maybe not right, maybe like 2 fights later, it was Lorenzo and Josh. And although Lorenzo came out on the losing end,
and the winning end.
I mean on the winning end,
yep.
Josh put on a fucking war with him. And anybody that can go 4 rounds with Lorenzo Hunt, get knocked down 5 times and keep getting up, you know, Frank Dukes it is. You know what I mean? Sure. Kumite shit.
He was giving me some advice before the fight. All week he was a great guy. I want to say that, because we were kind of talking all week, but we don't know each other at all. And I just had a phenomenal time speaking with him and his coaches in his camp. They were really top-notch people. So I'm happy we got that picture. I got that picture upstairs, printed out.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So
go ahead. No, go ahead, Mike. Go.
So I was going to say, so you were talking about, you know, you work hard, you're from Gloucester. I wanted to bring this other thing up, Kyle. You want to bring this up, this Gloucester annual tradition that goes on? Because somebody in the comments here was talking to Kyle earlier, Larry Davis, right? He's one of our co-workers.
He's got a lot of family from Gloucester. He, like, when I told my boy Larry about you, he was like, "Oh shit, how old is he? He might know my sister-in-law. My stepsister. My stepfather's from Gloucester, and my mom lives up there with him, and my stepsister. You probably know her. I don't know her name right now, and I'll message it to you afterwards. Man. Like you guys are right around the same age. You guys are like
22, so
he tells me I need to ask you about the greasy pole.
Oh yeah, greasy pole. So I've watched a lot of guys break their nuts on that. Yeah, never seen it. You gotta see it.
I'm gonna put it up right now.
Okay, we're gonna bring it up, and we're gonna let Zach Calmus, Gloucester's own, talk us through this. Ladies and gentlemen who are paying attention, this is the greasy pole, the St. Peter's Fiesta.
Here we go.
Terrible. But yeah, I know a bunch of kids that have won this, and this is a crazy thing. It's as crazy as but it doesn't do it justice. It's really high up. Like, it's really high up off the harbor, and it's slick. That whole pole is slick with engine oil and grease, and that's why it's that color, you know.
Oh,
you see people like get screwed up. Like there's an ambulance on the beach usually because people break their faces off that. That's a solid wooden bowl, if you will. It's a solid wooden,
like a telephone pole.
Right on here, you don't get up that easy.
So what is the object here? What is the point of it?
You make it to the end. It's all greasy. Like, it's so slippery. It's ridiculous. You make it to the end, you jump, and you have to get the flag.
So am I wrong when I was watching a few things on the greasy pole? Do they like pray to St. Peter before they go out there? Is this like a ritual? Is it?
Sure. They all dress in, a lot of people dress in crazy costumes. Some people go out standard, but some people dress in like.
Oh, here we go. We got some sound here.
Boy, Lenny T. He here before.
Oh, let me lower this.
Did a one, but it's usually a different winner every year.
Now, has Zach Calmus ever tried to take part in?
Look at this guy. Oh, he got it.
I'm not Italian, so.
You have to be Italian.
Yeah, you have to be Italian to walk the greasy pole,
oh wow.
Married into an Italian family. Basically, you have to be grandfathered in. So that's a historical event that is just for the Italians. It's St. Peter's Fiesta. I'm not legal to walk on it.
What if you're half Italian? Huh?
Oh.
Son of a.
Elbow, really, you got to know the right people. Like, granted, if I pressed it, I might be able to get on it, but I have no interest in breaking my back on that.
I think if Zach Calmus climbed up that friggin' tower and just started going forward, I don't know if anybody's gonna stop you. You're the pride of Gloucester now. No one's gonna stop your ass going out there.
No, I don't think they'd be able to. But I used to go out to all these bars in Gloucester's and bar hop before Corona with my friend who died, and I miss him every day. And he was a really tough kid, and he wasn't a good kid either. I'm different. I'm tough, but I'm pretty good. So he was a little bit different. He was rough, and I mean really rough. And I can't tell you how people I've muckled coming out of bars or just like stuffed kids in their own trunks. Like, I've whooped ass in this city, but everybody that asked that I whooped, they deserved it. And they know when they see me at BKFC, this has been a long time coming. I don't fight for the money. I don't fight to even be the best. I just fight to whoop your ass. I'm just in there to try and hurt you. Like, when I got off the canvas with Bobo the third time, if you watch, it wasn't like I got up just for show. I got up and still tried to win. When he got hit by a jab, pop, pop. There was two that stunned him up real quick. I was still trying to win my third time coming off the ground. And I think that's what makes it so realistic, just so reasonable as a person, so real, because I wasn't acting. I wasn't just getting up for the crowd. I didn't even hear the crowd until after I didn't even realize that I had been knocked down 4 times until afterwards. So I was just getting up because that's all I know how to do.
You know what I loved about the conversation that I had with you outside that hotel, because you had talked about being bullied. You talked about being bullied and that you stand for all the kids being bullied out there, which was fucking beautiful. But you also said, "Look at me. You think I give a fuck? You think I leave my shirt on to go swimming?" No. I said, "Nah, man, you don't seem like a t-shirt swimmer to me." You said, "No, I don't give a fuck. I know who I am. I take my shirt off. I fucking jump in that water." I was like, dude, I love this fucking guy, man.
Nobody's perfect,
I love it.
A lot of people are walking around trying to be an image of someone else that they would not even care, regardless if you obtain that image. Like, half the people you're trying to impress with your style and look and your abs, and you're trying to have a perfect body and a perfect image. That stuff doesn't get you anywhere. I mean, your heart shrinks, and eventually, you're going after all the wrong things for the wrong reasons. That's why I be myself, so people can see that I'm not trying to be anybody that I'm not. And it's not that I'm going to have a belly forever, because I'm working out. Like I said, coach is pushing me to my limit right now so we can get ready for the next one. But I'm hoping to come out with abs my next fight. I'm a little far off now, but I'm not.
I see an ab in there, man.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not ashamed. And I do ab work all the time. I wouldn't be able to take those Bobo hooks to the body. I'd have broken ribs. So, yeah, I do ab works, but they're trapped under pizza and, funfetti and stuff like that.
My man.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's a good message to have. Like, who gives a shit? What's with all the pressure? You know what I mean? Be yourself. Be yourself. I mean, I don't think I've been friends with anybody who's trying to pretend to be somebody else. It's so ridiculous. I don't understand it. Be yourself. I mean, you're yourself. You're unapologetically yourself. You do what you want. You're following your goals. and you don't have to pretend to be something you're not. You are who you are, and it's working.
And you're a fucking warrior. So
Yeah.
now, Zach, after the fight, you had dental work. Obviously, the GoFundMe, you had problems with your teeth. But other than the teeth, your hands are good. Are your hands good?
Yeah, the hands are
good.
got a
Head. No. You didn't have it. Did you have any stitches anywhere?
No,
It was just straight up dental.
it was just dental. The teeth got pushed onto the roof of the mouth, straight up.
And impacted.
So how soon can we realistically see you back in there? A couple months?
Yeah, a couple months. Probably November. Fall.
November.
Probably fall.
My man, I cannot wait to see you back in there.
Today was the first morning I woke up and I really felt like myself, and I was able to work out and do some things. So it's been 2 weeks. So it just shows you like the recovery process for a bare knuckle fight is a lot longer than the recovery process for certain boxing matches, depending on how it goes. But it wasn't a very long fight, but the recovery was 2 weeks. I've been in bed 2 weeks, pretty much. So,
incredible.
Yeah, and like you see, the black eyes have gone down a lot. But that's why I was fully shot when it was. They were worried about that, but I wasn't because I knew I was fine. It's been shot before. I think that's the thing, that if you've been in a lot of fights and you've been muckled up, like you've had your ass kicked before, been jumped, or you've experienced those levels of violence and pain, I think it makes this much easier for you. Because I already have fought in front of thousands of people. In the amateurs, I fought in front of thousands of people, big shows. So that wasn't never an issue. I played football, hockey, lacrosse. I built off the crowd, so I knew that wasn't going to be an issue. But just the level of skill that you see in the BKFC, that was the thing that really put me back. Because in boxing, I wouldn't even legally be able to fight an opponent like Bobo O'Bannon. I would not legally be. I don't have enough fights. I only have one pro fight. So,
right. And you had traveled the country with USA Boxing, like you just said. So, right, you'd been all over the place.
Yeah,
you'd fought all over. You'd done a lot of things, and so you're saying that BKFC was just an altogether different experience than anything you had been through.
Yeah, it was like once I did it, I never wanted to really do anything else, and I kind of already knew it was going to be that way. I knew that I was tailor fit for the organization, and that it was going to be like a shoe that you put on, and it fits so good. I just knew that it was going to be good. I knew that because I know who I am, and I'm confident in myself. But I wasn't trying to come off any type of way to the other athletes on the roster, because I'm not a bully. I'm not going to go there with you. But I didn't want to. I want to come off as myself, but be just genuine how I did. I feel like you guys saw me for who I really was, and that's what helped me do so well too. The environment down there in Alabama was incredible.
Yeah, it was awesome. At the weigh-ins, you came out and you owed to the Hulkster, right?
Yes, the Hulkster, Hulkamania.
You lit that place on fire. I mean, when you came out, and I think I told you this, or we told you this, when you came out, like the weigh-ins are the weigh-ins. People come out, some people get in each other's faces, some people don't do anything. When you came out, you were fired up. When you ripped that shirt off, man, and it was it was awesome. It got everybody hyped up. It's just like Kyle said about the fight night. You guys fought, and the crowd got wild and never went back down.
I can wake out of bed. And go, oh, let's fucking go. You want to fuck? I'll fuck you now. I can go 0 to 100, and it's not an act. I can do that. I can charge myself up, and that's something that a lot of people can't do. I can get myself fully fucking going, because in my test, I can get it all going, because I played football, I played hockey, and lacrosse. That's what you do. That's what you do before you get on a football field. You punch each other in the helmet. You go nuts. That's why I played. But hockey the same thing. So I just feel every single sport is dumbed down, and their original form is bare fighting. Like, you could take any sport, even golf, you could take any motion sport, swinging a baseball bat, swinging a tennis racket, Shooting a basketball. You could take any motion and break it down to its simplest form and dumb it down. All it is fighting. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey Zach, do you plan on being in Miami at BKFC 18?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm looking
Fuck.
right now.
Hell yeah.
Nation, of course, I want to be there and I want to see the fights. That's what I'm truly.
Right.
And I already invited like a couple of friends, see if they could go. And like everybody's like, "Oh, I'm doing this." I'm like, "Listen, I'll go by myself. Y'all know that."
Not too many Gloucester boys down there. Though. We don't need a fucking brawl in the audience like the last time we were down there.
Oh no, that won't happen with me. Like I said, I have more control than.
We'll be there for sure.
And I'm promotable, but at the end of the day, you're not going to see me on 7 News. Mike and Mish, you won't see me on 7 News. Crazy. I'm in control, so that's a beautiful thing.
There's a lot of good places down there. A lot of like little restaurants to hit off, and it's nice.
You got the Artisan Colony. You got Rocky Neck. You got the Boulevard. I mean, Gloucester right now, aesthetically and just physically, mentally, emotionally, it's the most beautiful place in the entire world right now, I think. And I don't say that to any disrespect to any other landscapes or environments in New England, but if you have not been to Gloucester in the summer, please come up here and experience what I experience, because it's beautiful.
When's the next Greasy Pole?
They have canceled Fiesta this year again. So
2 years in a row.
Yeah,
2 years in a row. Fucking COVID.
Greasy Pole this year, but I'll tell you something. My boys will certainly be having a good time. The Gloucesterians will be going in.
You know, in the words of my boy TJ Chang, straight out of fucking Thailand, COVID should fuck off.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It should fuck straight off back to where it came from.
So, all right. So me and Mike were like brainstorming on having some fun with you and like doing a trivia. Mike, did we come up with a trivia, or do we want to do a speed round with him? Because I got a speed round queued up.
Let's get a speed round. Let's go question for question. I mean, we had a trivia, but we weren't sure, what we wanted, to do. We want to do that Greasy Pole thing because it's funny and it's going to hit up our hometown.
Dude, we were going to do some pro wrestling fucking trivia for you. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like 20 degrees colder up in Gloucester.
Jesus. And you're sitting there with your fucking shirt off.
Right. Hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Hey, while we were talking, I went and I grabbed a couple of still photos of you.
Oh, shit.
And I uploaded them real quick as we were just talking now of you ripping off your shirt, just hyping the crowd up.
Oh, my God.
Look at you. Look at that face.
Look at those traps.
Look at that guy. I know, right? You were in it.
I ran into the ring girl in the airport.
I saw that.
And
both of them, right?
Yeah, I really wanted to get a picture with them, but I didn't want to jump the gun and look like too thirsty. Like, can I get a picture?
You're part of the company now.
I know, but they're not the first ring girls I've seen in my life, or the first women I've seen in my life. I like to say that I'm a stud, but I'm polite. So when I saw them in the airport, I just want to take a nice, humble picture, clothed, And she took it on her phone and posted it, and it was just very nice. They were like the nicest people, not just beautiful, aesthetically and physically, emotionally. They were all there. I'm saying, like, they're good people in their mind and hearts, and it's just great to work for an organization that even the ring girls are wonderful people.
Right. Yeah, it's a tight knit community. It really is. I mean, it's really awesome.
I love it. I love going to the events. I love mingling with all the people that work for BKFC, all the fighters, all the management. Everybody's awesome. I have nothing bad to say about the whole thing. But with that said, why don't we do a speed round with Mr. Zach Calmus, the Shark Attack himself, the pride of Gloucester, Massachusetts. Speed round. Susan Walker is happy right now. She said, please tell me you're doing a speed round. Number one, Zach, what is your favorite movie franchise?
Speed round. Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. Fucking great answer, man.
There you go.
Number two.
Bring it up.
Mike, go ahead.
What's your favorite non-combat sport?
Favorite non-combat sport? Bowling.
Oh, wow.
Bowling.
Caught me off guard with that one.
I like to bring
that.
The big one.
What weight
have you ever bowled a 300?
No, I'm not good. I just try to. I like the smash sound.
What weight do you use? What size?
I don't even know. Whatever's
These
there.
guys are 15 pounds.
He's just like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm over there going for like the 910s.
All I do is try to break the speed gun record on the fucking wall nowadays. That's what I try to do.
I'm over here looking for them duck pin balls. I'm like, what are all these balls with the holes in them? I just want to hold it in my palm and roll it down. I ain't for this shit.
You do. Hey, So I used to go to this duck pin bowling thing in Willimantic, Connecticut, and I'm not gonna lie. I was that piece of shit high school kid that used to throw the ball through the maintenance door wall on the right side of the fucking thing, dude. I felt, now that I think back on these things, I'm like, what kind of piece of shit was I? We would just throw them like a baseball, and the ball would go right through the wall.
You're a real douchebag.
I know.
I saw that in Connecticut somewhere.
All right, numero trace. Is there something in your life, Zach, that you look back on it and you think, why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah. The 10 thing, to be honest. But I think those experiences made me. Who the heck stands there and fights like 20, 25 guys when all their friends are like, yo, Zach, we should go when they run. And I'm just like, fuck it. I don't know why I did that, but I had braces for my senior prom. And I ended up taking a friend. So, I learned my lesson, I guess.
All right. Number 4, Mike. Go ahead.
Who would you get to play as you in a movie about your life?
Who would I get to play in a movie
about you?
Who would I get to play?
Yeah, if there was a documentary, not a documentary, like if there's like a movie about you, not a documentary, or like it's like a biography movie, it's like, obviously, look at me. I would get like, Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt to play me. Who would you get to play you?
Oh, who would I get to? Okay. I would get the guy from Iron Man. Who's
Robert Downey Jr.?
Robert Downey Jr. to play me.
Fuck, dude, that's like
it's
my
badass.
wife's favorite. That's my wife's favorite. I'm telling you, she
loves
Tony Stark, man.
Hey, shark attack coming to the Mish household. Look at that guy swimming in.
No, I don't need them gloss. I don't need that gloss.
Hey, like this,
stealing my wife
from underneath. Boom.
Yeah, she would give you all the free chafe escape that you could possibly imagine. Your nuts would never rub against your legs.
You don't have to worry about that.
I'm telling you. I mean, chafe escape, ladies.
But your nuts would never rub against your legs. It stops your nuts from rubbing against your legs.
It stops both.
That's amazing.
All right, numero 5. Favorite comfort food, Zach?
Sometimes I get so chafed that I bleed.
Oh, Jesus. We're gonna send you a fucking bottle of this shit.
We're only like an hour away from you. We could literally hand it to you.
I'll deliver it.
Deliver.
I'll take you guys out for lunch.
Hell, fuck yeah, man. Chafe escape for a free lunch. That's what I'm talking about.
I use the roller. I go running and I use like the roller. You know what I'm saying?
Right on there. Nothing better than comfort. When you're working out, you want comfort.
Yeah.
Arms. I gotta have my deodorant on fleek. I make sure I bring like 4 shirts to the gym. I'm such 3 lockers. Like I have extra, but you know what? That's why I do well. Because if you look good, you're gonna feel good, and if you feel good, you're gonna do good.
Fuck yeah!
Start your day by bed, brushing your teeth, and make sure there's nothing on the ground, and go downstairs and kiss your wife, your girlfriend, and maybe listen to some music and do some prayer or meditate. And then when you go out in the world, do nice things. Start your day nice, and because when you're nice to somebody, it's going to carry on. It's going to be a chain reaction, and that's how a few people afflict 25 people, and then it's 100 people being nice. It's not that hard,
I love this fucking guy.
I'm getting in my car right now.
Yeah, what's your favorite? What's your favorite comfort food, Zach?
My favorite comfort food. Comfort food is more like I love steak. Comfort
steak.
Steak is good all the time. Like I think a man always could enjoy a nice steak. Medium, schmedium,
schmedium, schmedium, dude. Yes, I think Kyle has a follow-up question. Go ahead, Kyle. Ask him.
Whoa, wait. What is my follow-up question? I'm sorry.
Is it okay to put?
Is it okay to put ketchup on steak ever?
Of course, you put whatever you want on anything. If
okay.
It tastes good to you, then you should do it.
All right.
Know what?
Right. You're a kind soul. I almost banished my mother-in-law from my house for life because I got these nice New York strips. I got these nice thick New York strips, and I spent some money on these fucking things from the Westerly Packing. They got really nice fresh cut beef. So I go there, I make medium rare steaks. I put them on the fucking table. It's me, my wife, and my mother-in-law. And my mother-in-law goes, "Where's the ketchup?" And I said, I was like, "Yeah, we don't put ketchup on steak in this house, especially not that motherfucking steak right there. That is a medium rare, perfect steak." She got up from the table, went and got the ketchup, and I never forgave her for that for the rest of my life.
You lost sleep that night, most likely. You feel like,
oh my God! I looked at Amy like, no, I never cook for this woman again.
That happened in my house, our house. Yeah,
get her out of here.
You're out.
Yep, get out.
All right.
Actually, I'm leaving.
The speed round is not so speedy, my friends.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. This is great. Number 6, Mike.
6, favorite current MMA fighter. You follow MMA?
Yeah, John Jones.
John Jones. See how big that fucking dude is right now?
Yes.
Heavyweight.
What do you think? Who do you think he's going to fight? Is he going to fight Stipe or is he going to fight Ngannou? And who do you want to see him fight?
I think I want to see him beat Stipe and then beat Ngannou. I don't care what order that happens in, but I think he's going to do that to beat the whole division. I think he's going to whoop everybody and be everything that he was and more at heavyweight as he was at 205. You know, no one really beat him.
Did you see him? It was like an Instagram video or something. He was running 20 miles per hour on a treadmill.
Yeah.
At 240 pounds. This fucking dude is running 20 miles per hour on a goddamn treadmill. I'm like, wow.
He's like a superhero right now. And anyone could get there, but you got to think about who he is. There's millions of dollars going into his diet, his exercise, his, personal chefs, masseuse. And I'm not making an excuse. Anybody can do it. He's made himself to the point where he has money to invest in his career. But
do you see what that is?
What's that?
That is a pinch of salt in a Olympic-sized
swimming pool.
A picogram, maybe.
Right.
Pictogram. It's a pictogram.
A pictogram, whatever.
I a solid 12-pack and be everything that John Jones is if I had the money to invest in my career that John Jones has now. And I just don't. And I'm not being rude. I'm not. It's always that sets athletes apart is work ethic and skill. I granted some people have some natural born skill, but so can you if you work at it. Like I'm somebody that nobody thought I was going to be a very good fighter when I first started. No one thought I was going to be very good. I'm like, how do you not think I'm going to be good at boxing when I'm whooping ass every day, Ma? Like, okay. So I was good at boxing, and I was like, I always knew who I was, but there's always those people that doubt you. It's like, all right, well, you couldn't fight me. You would never even think about getting in a boxing ring. So why are you going to sit there and discredit me? You're going to think about where that level of hate comes from in the first place. You can just disregard it. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, man. Joe Ivy says he'll
John
like
Jones.
Speaking about John Jones, he'll likely run over a small child or something between now and his next fight. Shots fired at John Jones. You know what?
Pew, pew.
And his track record would show that he might get in some trouble before his next fight.
I mean,
you know
it happens.
And that's why what you were just saying, man. Too bad, it's too bad. Like a person like you don't have all the fucking all the things at hand that he has to make himself so good.
That's every fighter has to earn their place to where he's at to have that money. So John Jones earned where he's at. That's why he has that money to invest on himself. Do I think he's making the right decisions? Absolutely not.
Finally,
you don't carry yourself like that. As somebody who's a world figure who kids look up to, not even about kids, women, children, adult. I look up to him. So why are you carrying yourself like that?
Yeah.
He's a stud, though.
Zach.
Athletics. He's a savage. Was Mike Tyson?
Yeah, he is.
Mike Tyson.
He can't play basketball to save his fucking life. I've seen a video. I'll body him on basketball before.
How did Mike Tyson used to act? My dad was running a meeting in Florida, and wherever they were back in the 80s and 90s. And Mike Tyson was running by with his group, and there was like 5 guys with Mike Tyson running the boardwalk at the hotel where my dad was planning a meeting. And he said Mike and his security crew ran right by him. Like 6 dudes look like they're in the NFL. And my dad got a chance. He was like, "Why does Mike Tyson need security?" He asked one of the security guards. He said, "Security's for y'all. That ain't for Mike. That's for you guys. If Mike, they're going to take him and help you guys get away."
Jesus.
So the security, Mike, it was for the guests at the hotel in case he decided to
lose his shit.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I love it.
You know, I don't view John Jones as a bad person or a terrible person. He hasn't ran over any babies. Let's just be
not yet.
Got a DUI. He did some crazy stuff, and okay, imagine dealing with his life, being in the pressures that he has to, whether in the NFL or being in the UFC, being the best fighter on God's green earth. That's a lot of pressure.
All right, Zach, big question here. Big one. I've thought about this many times in my life. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 50 chicken-sized horses? One horse-sized chicken. Sorry about that. One horse-sized chicken or 50 chicken-sized horses.
Okay, well, horses are way stronger than chickens. So I probably, if I was thinking smart, I'd probably want to fight the big chicken. I'd probably want to fight the giant chicken, like Family Guy. But here's the thing. Granted, the size of a dog-sized chicken is what you're saying?
No, a horse-sized chicken.
Massive.
Size horses, right?
Or chicken-sized horses.
The big chicken could fuck me up. The horse,
oh yeah,
if it moves. Yeah. But I'm sorry, a little dog ain't gonna get me. I mean, I've wrestled with pitties before. I have 2 pit bulls. Not that I'm rough with them, but I mean, I could grab a little horse, a baby horse.
50 of them.
50 of them. I feel like you just go on a punting spree, picking these.
Like you see the Batista bomb.
just snapping chicken-sized horses over your knee.
Off a wheelbarrow. Take a wheelbarrow and just it would only be about it might take me more than 50 strikes to get the horse-sized chicken, but if I had the chicken-sized horses, then bong, 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 speed kills, you know?
Yeah.
I fucking
love it. No, he's a flurry puncher. He throws combinations in flurry. He tries to lull you in. And when he said that, I was like, fuck, he knows my game. Because at heavyweight, I don't think I have one punch knockout power. I never prided myself on being a heavyweight with one punch knockout power. I don't try to do that. If you watch any of my amateur fights, you watch me fight. In amateur boxing, it's about volume. So I'm throwing bomb, 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 6 punches at a time. And then changing levels or changing angles, because angles are everything. And then I'm coming back with 2 or 3. So the transition to bare knuckle is just so different, because like getting hit by one of those shots, it could be lethal. It could be so lethal. Whereas in boxing, I might be here, but I might give one away, take one right here, just a bomb, because I know he's not going to zip me. You know, it's just so different. But I consider it like boxing might as well be the Marine Corps. All respect to the service, and I have a lot of family in service, but bare knuckle fighting championship, that's the special ops. You know, these are the guys they send in to get Osama bin Laden shitting in a cave. This is a whole nother level. It don't matter how great of a fighter you are. I know great fighters who don't have the balls to do this. You know, I know great fighters who don't got the balls to do bare knuckle because it's bare knuckle. Wouldn't bust like they wouldn't definitely.
I fucking love it, man.
Do you see these people? Oh, go ahead, Kyle.
No, dude, you are a fucking awesome human being. I swear to God.
Yeah.
You got people are going nuts in the comments, man. They just love everything that you say. It's great.
Susan Walker's over here saying, "Can you come on every week?" I mean, I think I see a Calmus corner coming up soon. Let's take you. And now it's time for the Calmus corner.
The Calmus corner. Checking in on Calmus.
Like, yo, Calmus. And then Calmus went fucking nuts. And then Calmus was chasing him down the street. And he got out the street. He chased him in the 7-Eleven, bro, right down the aisle. He's whack. Calmus. It was Calmus. It was Calmus. You know,
It was those chicken-sized horses.
How many times you heard that in your life?
Tell stories about me. And like, when I'm coming through the halls or whatever, like I hear people telling stories about me in high school. Like, it was Calmus, bro. Calmus just fucking grabbed him. And Calmus went nuts. And Calmus, like, I don't know why people like saying my name so much, but it's fucking annoying. But it's
there's already a hashtag being made.
Larry, Mike says you have to say it in a strip club DJ voice.
Did I not?
The Calmus Corner. Say it.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, it's the Calmus Corner.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful.
Next up is Destiny.
Yeah, give it up. Give it up for Cinnamon.
Give it up. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Cinnamon.
you know what strip club I really like if you're ever out there in Rhode Island? Club Desire. That place is fire.
Oh, Desire. That's still a place? I thought Wonderland was the best place.
Desiree.
Well, you know what? Me and Mike, we were out and about looking for a place that's playing the UFC pay-per-view. We ended up at Aruga's or something like that, right? Aruga's.
Yeah.
And then Mike's like, this place Wonderland's open in Providence that's got they got imported girls from Miami and Vegas, and they play the pay-per-view. So we went over there.
And we get in free because we're military. Don't have to pay, they're covered.
Yeah, dude, get in for free instead of having paying $20. We go in there. The girls were top notch. It was fucking incredible.
It was a gentleman's club.
It was a gentleman's club, although there was a fist fight in that club that night.
None of those girls were from Rhode Island.
None of them. Well, there was like two. You could see the locals. You could pick the locals out of the group.
Some of them had a mustache. No, I'm just kidding.
My last time pre-corona at Desire, I'm walking out the back with my boy Squiz. All right, we're going to go smoke a cigarette or whatever. And I see a dude on the ground. All right, he's on the ground, like stall. Stripper sitting on his face. Okay.
Wait.
He's just like fully
outside.
He's in the booty, bro. Like in it, like
outside.
No, it's in a stall.
In a stall. I'm sorry, I missed that.
It was terrible.
I thought this was outside in like a hardcore New England winter or something. I was like, geez, people
out in a snowbank.
No, I'll be honest.
How did we get here from 50 chicken-sized horses? I just don't understand this. I'm going to have to watch this back. I'm lost.
I said that was my last time there, but that's a lie. We went back like 2 weeks later, right? We went back like 2 weeks later. And we're walking in. I'm with my biggest friend that I have, like the biggest dude I know. Iceberg is what we call him. Iceberg. And
Iceberg.
Is there a lot more beneath the surface than you see above it?
He hit me so hard, he dropped me, he helped me up. So it felt terrible. He's like, yo, let me help you up. And I'm like, I shouldn't have swung at him. He's a beast, and he's the biggest, scariest dude I know. And I was an idiot at him. Before a weigh-in, I swung at him on the way to a fight. He was there just to help me. And we were going to went to the strip club Desire the night before. And that's stupid for a fight. But it was the amateurs. And we're going to the regionals, and on the way there, I don't even know what happened, but I started talking shit because I'm an asshole. And he's like, "Yo, Zach, why are you talking shit to me? I'm here helping you." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but yeah, whatever, dude. Fuck you." And he's like, "Fuck you." I'm like in the elevator talking shit to each other. And my dad was like a smaller guy. He's like 5'5", and he plans meetings, and he's not violent. My dad's not all like me. We're polar opposites. My pops is like a very soft man. He's very he's like a yacht club going. If I talk too loud, I get a little nervous. Oh, shit. It's the truth. But
you said your dad is 5'5" and he plans meetings. I almost just spit my drink out all over my keyboard, man.
My dad's a woman.
Oh boy,
that's as close as you can get.
I'm loving this.
A feministic man as you can get. He has a wife and everything, but I just mean that.
Oh God!
But you love him.
This is fucking great.
My dad's soft. My dad is soft, but
where are we going with this?
Where I'm going with this is that
you were getting out of the elevator. You're in the elevator.
Oh, getting out of the elevator. Iceberg.
oh, iceberg, yes. We're
Yeah.
talking in bed. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, dude. I'm like, we're gonna do this. I'm like, you don't think we're gonna? But the minute we get out of this elevator, we're going. He's like, cool, dude, whatever you want to do. And I'm like, yeah. My dad's like, would you guys stop? My dad's in the middle, like, like, Corey, Zach, stop. You guys are not doing this here. I'm like, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm like, don't get in the middle. And my dad's like, no. And like the door opens. It was like on the way to regionals, first of all. This is on the way to the regionals to go to Tennessee regional championship. So we get out in the hallway. I'm in the garage. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you think I'm soft, bro? I'm like, fuck you. He's like, fuck you, Zach. How you doing this? You know what? Let's do this. I stepped in, threw an overhead. Yo, he caught me on the way in. No. I just sat like a pile of bricks. He's 6'4", 300-something pounds. He caught me right on the button. I fell flat on my ass, man.
And then you had to go fight?
He grabbed let me help you up. He's like, let me help you up. I'm like, all right. He like helps me up because he's like my boy. And he didn't want to hit me. And like, he's a wicked nice guy. He didn't want to do that. And like, we get up and my dad's like, hurry up, get in the car. The cops are like, there's like 30 cop cars pulling into the driveway. Like, I'm like, boy, take the front seat. I'll get in the back. I'm like, Dad, get out of here. Get out of here. Let's go. Let's go. So we're like driving through the garage by cop cars. Like, boom, boom, boom. Like, that's the cop car coming in, and we're leaving. Boom, boom. I'm like, this is crazy. And I'm on the way to the regionals. So I walk in the regionals with a black eye, 2 black eyes. I look like I just got punked out because I did. I got 2 black eyes. And I walk in, they're like, oh, Zach's here. At least he looks just like he should.
Oh, my God.
Fight, but I lost by only 1 point or so. Then we drove home together after.
I think it was his fault. You would have won.
No, we had me stop at an Asian massage parlor, and we had a good time.
Oh man,
Dude,
so
you're too much.
I am fucking crying over here.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So number 8 on
Number
the
8. Here's
oh
my it's my turn. The next question. That's a 20-minute question.
This question.
We're on number 7 for like half an hour. Hey, whatever.
Dude,
I
number 8
this.
follows up the story you just told. Go ahead, number 8.
Number 8. What is the dumbest thing you ever did on a dare?
Oh God, I can't wait to hear this.
A lot. It's really
one.
The dumbest thing I've ever done by someone saying, yo, bro, you won't do that. When someone tells me I wouldn't as a kid, I would. Just to and I really it's so many dumb things I've done. Dumber. I don't know. Dumbest things I've done. I've
on a dare. One thing.
Dare.
Like Zach, listen up.
Dare. I just did
I double dog dare you.
Zach, you won't do it. What's something you did?
You're not gonna run across that friggin' St. Peter's greasy pole without being Italian. I dare you.
Trying to really think because I usually didn't have to get dared. That's the thing. I just do things that I want to do. I really had no control as a kid. I just did whatever I wanted to do, no filter. I said whatever I wanted to say. And I can't name one kid who lived like that. I was free. I don't care. I'll hit adult. I'll drive my car through your house. I did a lot of things. I'll sleep with someone's girlfriend or wife back in the day.
On a dare.
Just on a dare. Just to be like, ha, ha, ha.
Oh man, I fucking love this.
Think of one thing. I have done so much dumb shit. I've done enough dumb shit to get kicked out of 3 or 4 high schools, 4 football teams. I got kicked out of 6 boxing gyms, and I've been moved through, so many different things in my life. So I can't say there's one dumb dare that tops everything else. I remember once in 8th grade. This is a harmless dare. We were out in Washington D.C. on a school trip. Because the school was a middle school. It was till 8th grade. It was a private school. It was Hillside School. And someone dared me, because hookers, I guess like whores, were legal in Washington, wherever we were staying. Washington, D.C., or like the state right next to it. I guess prostitution is legal there. Virginia or one of those states, southern states. So we were all staying at like a Best Western or something, a bunch of 9th grade boys. And like, It was an all boys school, hillside school, and my boy Clyde dared me and Patrick to call a prostitute to the headmaster's room.
To the headmaster.
Yeah, we were gonna watch. It was an all boys school. We ended up. So this is like one thing I can actually. Other stuff is not funny like this. Called. She just shows up like little white Civic, bumping music. She must have had like 2 20-inch ghetto blasts in the trunk. It's exactly what we ordered. We said we want
They tans, but I keep them
bustiest.
clean.
We want the bustiest chick you got, the biggest bustiest chick you got. Yeah, she was about 200, 350 pounds, but booty, boom, like boom. Like she was a big girl, but she was beautiful, but big girl, big old girl, you know. And that's what we ordered. And she was
Just what the doctor ordered.
You were ninth. You were ninth grade.
Ninth grade, Washington D.C. with Patrick Stenberg and Kolyak. So yeah, those are the 3 kids that we were with, and we still talk. And we called her. She showed up. She got out. She was all amped up already. I don't know. We were kids. We were in 8th grade. Like, yeah, she came up. 2nd floor. She's all excited. Run this shit. We're like, oh, shit. We're only little kids. We're like, we haven't lost our routine. What the fuck's going on here? We're like looking at her through the janitor closet. So and she goes right to Beecher's door. Dr. Beecher was the he got in trouble for embezzling funds. He went to jail. The headmaster.
What's up, headmaster?
Oh, Hillside School. We called Marlboro, Mass. We called the hooker. She showed up, and she was in a big busty green dress, and she went banging on his door 1 a.m, like mad loud too. She about it. She wanted some. Yo, he was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Yo, you got the wrong room. He started freaking out, talking shit, because he was like so uncomfortable that he just started talking shit. Because I don't think he knew what to do. And then the next morning, like he knew it was us because we were the scumbags. Like he knew it was us. So like we're walking through like a tour, and he like grabbed us on the shoulder. Like good one last night, boys. Like that was pretty good. And we never got in trouble for that.
He let her in or what?
Yeah. No.
He's like, hey, I didn't call you, but I mean, I guess I got room in here.
Yeah, he had an idea that we did it. You know, he knew that one of the kids.
Oh my god, this is the fucking best. I'm telling you, dude.
Oh.
I was the head of students used to say he never talked like this other than when he was like yelling at you. He'd be like, "Get in my office now." Like, but he never said anything else like that. He talked to people, hockey coach, all that. But when you were in trouble, he'd come to like your history class. He'd be like, "Okay, Zach, get in my office now."
I want to share this interview with that guy right now.
Oh, yeah.
I want to share it to him.
We'll talk to him. So like he'd be like, that was pretty bad. He's like, you whooped him pretty bad. Like, he's probably gonna have to go get looked at. But I know that kid's not a good kid. Like, I know he's a piece of shit. So like, we'll just, it's whatever. Like, I would never get in trouble. Like, I don't know why, but like, I think he knew I had a good heart, and like, I just never really got in trouble in middle school for anything.
Jesus Christ, man, you're a fucking legend. Number 9, Zach.
Yeah.
Number 9. What would Zach Calmus do if he was invisible for a day?
I'll tell you, I'd rob a bank.
No hesitation. I fucking love it, man.
Rob a bunch of banks because the next day when I'm not invisible, I'd be gone.
Too easy, man. Too easy. Nice. And hold on, let me find a nice number 10 for Mike to ask you.
Oh my Lord.
Country.
What'd you say?
Monday I'd be invisible, but Tuesday I'd be out of the country.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Day.
Take the money and run.
Oh yeah. I take every bank down. I go on a rampage. If I was invisible, I'd give some back to the people who deserve it.
Here we go. And number 10, Mike, go ahead.
All right, number 10. What is a talent that you possess that may surprise people?
Okay, I can juggle really well, and I can ride a unicycle,
No way.
but I'm not a clown. I never.
Hold on. You can
Go get it. Go get it.
Wait a second.
We'll wait.
You can seriously ride a unicycle?
I can ride a unicycle real good too. Like I'll ride it next time I come out there. I was thinking about riding it out to my fight, but I can do tricks on it too. Like I can jump up stuff. You know, like Chris Holmes.
Dude.
I'm on my way.
Okay, hold on. Let me just tell you something, Zach. My father-in-law, he brings bikes to the house. He brings bikes to the house for my kids. I got a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old. We have a dozen bikes in our garage. My wife finally told her dad, stop bringing fucking bikes over to the house. No more bikes. Jackson just had his 10th birthday the other day. Fucking this dude shows up to the house. He goes, hey, you said no more bikes. He's got a fucking unicycle in the back of his truck.
It's not a bike.
He pops it out. He's like, no more bikes. He said, no more bikes. I got you. I got him a unicycle. Now my son's trying to figure out how to ride this fucking unicycle. It's so funny that you can actually, I tried riding it.
It's hard.
It's fucking impossible.
You know what it is? The only way to really learn how to ride a unicycle is to just keep doing it. The only way you can't learn is if you give up. Like eventually you'll just get on it one day and you'll pedal like 4 or 5 times and you'll be like, oh shit. And then the next day you'll go 10 and you'll be like, okay, now I can ride around the block.
I'm pretty positive that my son's gonna be able to ride it like far before I will. He's pretty determined, and he got on it and he was just like balancing himself on it, and he got to like 3 or 5 seconds or something like that. Then he fell over. But
the best thing is to do is use like a handrail, like at a park, because it's long. You understand? It's a long rail, so you can practice going 5 feet and catching yourself and staying up.
All right. Somebody in the audience wants to see you juggle.
I don't know, see if I have anything I can even juggle. Hard to juggle like different weights. Hold on.
Oh Jesus, Joe Ivy, you might just get your wish.
Oh, here we go.
Never in a circus or nothing like that.
Go grab some. Tony Loco Soto says, "Go grab some potatoes. Show me some juggling."
No, go grab some chainsaws. I mean, Jesus.
You're funny.
Hey, hey, this guy used to work for Bonham and Bailey, right?
This is eggs.
Larry Davis, fuck you, buddy.
I'm giving eggs, so if I smash, I have to clean that up after. I'm using 3 eggs, okay? And now listen, I'm not no Barnums and Bailey. I'm all right. But it's been years. I haven't juggled in years. Ready?
Dude, this is...
All right, thank you, Barnum and Bailey.
Oh.
Yes. Are those eggs?
Oh, dude.
There's 2 eggs down.
Yeah.
I could do better than that. Hold on.
Listen, you're putting you on the spot here, and I can actually see by your technique. I don't think you should use eggs right now. Maybe use... but I can tell by your technique with just a few minutes that you're going to get better.
You know what? I'm breaking off.
He's breaking all his eggs.
Hey, so who do you live with?
Girls gonna get mad.
You live with your girl. She's gonna wake up to make some breakfast. She's gonna be like, "Why is there fucking eggs everywhere? I got no fucking breakfast."
I'm gonna go cuddle her.
Oh God!
Hey, you're gonna give her salmonella.
We've been together.
You know Sal, Mr. Manila. You know Sal Manila?
Yeah, I got some.
Oh my! Best guest ever.
That's the best podcast ever. I love it.
Dude, you are the fucking man, dude.
This is the
time, money. I like talking to you guys.
This is the fucking New England Triforce right here.
It is. This is a Triforce.
We got Rhode Island, Connecticut up there, and fucking Massachusetts. Oh wait, which way are we going? That way. Hello.
Hey, if you can make it in New England, you can make it anywhere. I think.
Boom. That's what I'm saying. We got we got the whole fucking gamut going on right now. We got Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts in the house.
So my wife says in the comments, Kyle, tell them about cleaning up eggs. And I cannot remember what the fuck I was doing. Like 2 weeks ago, I went to go get a dozen eggs out of the fridge. And the entire fucking carton of eggs fell out of my hands. An entire dozen of eggs smashed all over my fucking kitchen tiles. I'm talking Do you realize how much paper towels it takes to clean up 12 fucking eggs? It's just absolutely insane. And that was at like 11:30 at night. I fucking want to kill myself.
They're like sticky. That's the thing. When they break, they're like the yolk is fucking sticky, man.
Well, I'm sorry we just made you break eggs in your kitchen, man, but it was fucking amazing.
It was good. It was fun. Well, that good. It's been probably like 6 years since I juggled anything but my finances. So I'm just doing the best I can. I figured if one broke, then it would be like at least like a little bit of suspension.
Listen, I can tell by your technique the way that you move. Because listen, if I grabbed 3 or 4 things right now, I'd look like a friggin' moron over here. I saw the way you were throwing them. If you had if I gave you like a few fucking like little styrofoam or whatever like the stress balls or whatever, and you started throwing those shits, I can see that you would have the tip. Look at here comes Kyle. Yep, see, well, he just threw something at the wall. He's waking his kids up. His wife's about to come in and murder his ass. Just about 5 seconds.
I tried. I have these little stuffed animal things that I tried to juggle with, and they fucking flew all over the place.
Listen, I love my wife. I really do. I love my wife to be, and we've been together since 10 years. And I'm not an easy guy to be with, but I'll say that it's a beautiful thing when you find someone in this world that actually cares for you. Because I feel like nobody cares about anybody, and it's sad. And I'm trying to change that. I want people to care about people they don't even know because they,
dude, you are phenomenal.
You are phenomenal, Zach. I got to tell you, man, this has been a pretty phenomenal show. We had the world champion of the world, followed by everybody's favorite new fighter, without question, Zach Shark Attack Calmus. Before we wrap this up, because we've been going for almost 2 hours now.
Yeah, you've been on for almost, and you've been on for about an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah,
my man.
We're not promotable people,
So before we let you go, man, you gotta, Mike and Mish. That's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna, and hey, when we come up and see you in Gloucester, we're gonna bring you one of these badass shirts.
Yep.
Yeah, one of these. You could wear that. And before we let you go, man, what do you got to say to all the people that are supporting you out there, all the people that just became your brand new favorite fans, and all your sponsors and all that shit? Go ahead and shout everybody else that you got.
I don't have any sponsors, but I do want to say that I love you. I love you guys. The fans and the are not fans, they're my friends now. Even if we've never met, I've been answering a lot of random people on Messenger, and I'll always do my best to do that because I'm not a celebrity. I'm nobody special. There's no ego. I'm literally doing this to try and make the world a better place. So if that's what I can do, or if I can do that even just for a little while, whatever time that I'm allowed to do that, I'm grateful. So I'm not doing this for me. I'm not doing this to be Mr. Cool or any of that. I want to do it different and try and make the world a better place in any little way I can. So when you see me, just know that I'm not the same Zach that went to Alabama. A different Zach come home, and I don't even care about the same things that I used to care. Any of that, it's all gone. And the only thing that matters now is BKFC and doing a good job for them. That's my entire life. So I'm not going to it's not just part of my life. It is my life. So now I'm setting up my training schedule for the week, and we're just going to come back stronger. And I'm doing it for the fans so they can see real fights, be excited by something, that they bust their ass, the hump every day, like clocking in, clocking out, events like BKFC that they get to go out and watch. That I don't know. I'm inspired by athletics, other athletes. So if I can do that for any amount of people, I'm very grateful. Very grateful. I'm very grateful. I'm grateful, and I would do anything for the BKFC, and I would even die for the BKFC. But I always say I'm going to live for it.
You literally said that on camera too before your fight. If I die today, go ahead, finish it.
If I die today, it'll be the best day of my life.
That's right.
And I meant it.
I know you did. I fucking know you did it. I think everybody believes you.
I didn't.
You're incredible, man.
When I came out and ripped the shirt at the weigh-in, I didn't even plan that because I've never done that before at a fight. I've never done that in any of my fights or events. I've never did that in football, hockey, lacrosse. I've never done that in boxing. I always watch wrestling. I've always loved Hulkamania. And I thought of that right before. I was like, you know what? Everybody's so boring. Just be yourself and have fun with it. I was like, ah! And I was like, you know what?
Zachamania.
It's the birth of
Zachamania.
Sharkamania.
Sharkamania. Oh, dude, I hope to God you have Sharkamania shirts getting made right now.
Making them. They're going to be yellow and red.
Fuck yes.
Off all the time, you know. I want.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, like, I want you to know that this episode, we get a lot of people that tune in live, but a lot of people watch it in the days coming, and you're gonna get thousands of people that are gonna see your ass and fucking fall in love with you. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fucking share that GoFundMe link, and we're gonna get your fucking teeth paid for, because you are the strength of New England. Joel LaFrancois says it right there. Strength in New England right here, baby. Joe Ivy just loves you, man. It's like it's really you're really a special individual, and I'm really happy that me and Mike got to meet you down there in Birmingham. And right.
Likewise, mutual. You guys are amazing, very talented individuals, and I greatly appreciate your spirit and energy. Energy is very important. You guys have wonderful energy. So that's why I get on a podcast and spend 2 hours speaking, because it'll feel like 20 minutes, because the energy that you guys bring to the game is so positive and wonderful. And want to talk. It makes me want to, you know?
Hell yeah.
I love it, man.
Absolutely, man. Hey, we are definitely going to fucking get in touch with you. We're very close to each other, like we said earlier, and we're going to get in touch with you after this, and we're going to meet up and do something.
I think that would just be amazing. I'd love to take you to some good spots. And, you know, I got some friends with some boats, so too. We can get out on the water, hopefully, too.
Hell yeah.
You know, do it all. Go Gloucester Day.
Make it a Gloucester Day. That's what I'm talking about, man. All right, man. So we want to thank you so much for coming on, Zach. We will be in touch shortly. You have yourself a fucking great night, and we can't wait to talk to you soon.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
All right,
thank you.
Have a good one.
You guys look back.
Good night. He might be my favorite person in the whole fucking world.
I knew it. From the second. Excuse me. Wait, before I say anything, that motherfucker reminds me of Post Malone. There was like one point where I was like, is this Post Malone? Like, this dude's Post Malone. He looked like Post Malone. But anyways, he is, as soon as we met him and we were talking to him in the hotel. So for everybody that watches the show and anyone who's going to see the show, when we went to Alabama, we stayed in a hotel. The hotel was sold out that the fighters were staying in. So we stayed right next door at the Sonesta, which was actually pretty nice. It was like a Courtyard Marriott, and that got taken over by another company, but it was beautiful. Anyways, we went over there and we were doing interviews. Well, the day of the weigh-ins, we run into Zach, and he was like, oh my God, we told him where we were from: New England, Connecticut, Rhode Island. He's like, oh shit, I'm from fucking Massachusetts, And we started talking about sharks and this and that. We'll see you at the weigh-ins. We go to the weigh-ins. He's ripping his shirt off. He's awesome. He talks to us after that. He's awesome. We're like, wow, that guy's fucking cool. We'll see him tomorrow. We see him the next day. We get an interview with him. I mean, he's talking to us. You heard about it earlier. He fights. He's like the Undertaker. He's amazing. He fucking fought his ass off. And I mean, he was going to fight Frank Tate. Then he fights Bobo O'Bannon. He did lose his fight, but he didn't lose. He won. He won by losing. I mean, his heart is unbelievable. He came out. He did his thing. The crowd went wild. And we talked to him afterwards. We congratulated him. I feel bad that we never got like a good interview after the show. But right now, he came on here, and I swear to God, I agree with you, Kyle. He is the best interview so far. Like, I was dying when he said, "My dad is small." And he makes meetings.
And he sets up meetings.
I had just taken a sip of my Red Bull and vodka, and I almost spit it all over my keyboard, and I would have had to claim this shit. I don't know what would have happened. I would have been off the air, though. I'm going to tell you that. Like, I literally almost spit it out everywhere. I had to hold it in. It was tough. It was probably harder than him trying to get up after getting knocked down. That's how hard it was.
I don't know if you or anybody watching noticed, but I muted my microphone like 5 fucking times to die laughing in silence
I was
because
squeaking.
I hit the mute button, man. I swear
did
to God.
too, man.
Joe Ivy says you guys should have a year-end award for best guest and best comments, etc. And I think she's on to something, man. I haven't heard Kyle laugh like that in such a long time. Oh wow, you know what I mean? This was a fucking great episode, Mike. We had the world champ.
Yeah, Joey Beltran.
By the way, and we didn't even let Zach know. I don't know if Zach was on.
He was.
Like, but did he hear the compliment that Joey Beltran gave him?
I don't know.
I hope
But
he
will.
We'll
watches
it back. Yeah, we'll send it
to him.
Because he was like, man, that kid's a fucking beast. Like, I don't remember what he said, but he gave Zach a compliment that was really nice coming from the world champion, man. It was fucking awesome. So, anyways, man, we almost, dude, I thought we were going to be on an hour tonight, but here we are 2 hours later.
2 hours later.
2 hours later. Fucking cocksucker. Tomorrow night, hey, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night.
Hey, calm down.
Ladies and best fucking episode, says Larry Davis. Thank you, man. We appreciate everybody that's still got a lot of people watching right now.
Yeah,
so hey,
yeah.
Tomorrow night, everybody tune back in. I know you probably don't want to see me and Mike 3 nights in a row, but tomorrow night, I don't know. Why wouldn't they want to see us?
I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense to me.
God damn it. We're like, look at these beautiful faces with these awesome matching shirts.
Yeah.
I mean, we matched tonight. Mike, we have the same shirt. That is
neat.
Anyways, tomorrow night, we got the number one 105-pound female fighter in the world.
In the whole world.
In the whole world, Alicia Half-Pint Zapatillo will be here tomorrow night to talk about her title defense coming up 1 week ahead of tomorrow night. So, we will be blessed by another world champion tomorrow night. My man, we have a fucking awesome thing going here, and I am having the best time of my life doing it.
Dude, tonight was awesome. I fucking laughed my ass off. We got to talk to Joey Beltran, the heavyweight champ, about, what he's doing, what he's going to do, what he wants to do.
Mike.
What he's fucking, we talked to Zach Calmus. He's cracking me the hell up. Twinsies. I mean, we got beautiful shirts on. That is neat.
Who's this asshole picking on us, calling us twinsies and shit?
Now, who the hell knows? Sometimes you just never know. Sometimes you just never know. These strangers, they just fucking roll up.
Totes adorbs.
But tomorrow, like you said, tomorrow night, we have on this woman right here. Somebody who has worked her entire life to get here. And you know what? we are going to have to get this video of her as a child. She's wrestling in the I'm not going to say men's because they were kids, but she was fighting in the boys league. We're talking about Alicia Half-Pint Zapatillo. She's coming back on. Last time she was on the show, we had lots of fun. We did a game with her and John Lee Chalback, and it was awesome. And then we did the brackets because it was March Madness. And what was it? Graham's Lasagna? Graham's Lasagna won.
Graham's Lasagna won.
That's right.
It was the Italian food versus the world. That's right. I forgot all about
and
that.
Graham's Lasagna won. So she's coming back on tomorrow because she's going to be fighting on May 21st, which is when originally this BKFC 18 was supposed to happen before it got moved for the second or third or fourth time. I can't even keep track anymore.
Oh, man.
But she'll be on tomorrow at 9. So that's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to that. It should be real fun. And you guys are going to enjoy it.
All right. So before we wrap this up, I'm going to assign Joe Ivy, Susan Walker, Larry Davis, Joel LaFrancois, all these guys. Joe says we need to discuss what to call ourselves as fans of the Mike and Mish show.
Oh, yeah.
So that's your homework assignment, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Right. What do you guys think? Well, maybe we'll create a post. What do you think Mike and Mish fans should be called? What is it? Beyonce? What does she call her fans? The bees or something? honeybees or whatever the hell it's called.
She calls her fans something.
Yeah,
Fuck.
she does. I'm sure my wife will get up in the comments and let us know what that is.
Are they the
M&Ms?
The
I
mission?
like that. The M&Ms. Something tells me that's trademarked though.
Yeah. How about
Also M&Ms. I do kind of like that, but I feel like we'll be
how
sued.
about the missionary fuckers?
No. The
terrible.
beehive. Susan Walker says the beehive. Right. So that's what she calls it.
Tony
Mission
Boga's
chips.
Mission
What?
chips.
How does my name come out of the mission chips? I don't understand this.
All right.
We got to come up with something good. Let's get it going. We'll create a post tomorrow. We'll figure this out. God
all right.
damn it.
Until then, we will see you guys all tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Alicia Zapatilla. Peace to your
Bum crease.